On June 10, 323 BC, Alexander the Great died in Babylon, aged 32. His sudden death plunged his colossal empire into chaos, sparking decades of brutal civil war among his generals. But what if that fever had broken? What if Alexander, the architect of the largest empire the world had ever seen, had lived, not just for a few more years, but into a ripe old age? Imagine Alexander, not just a relentless conqueror, but a masterful statesman. With 40 or 50 more years, his first, most crucial act would be to solidify his vast, still fragile realm. The infamous Wars of the Diadochi, which ripped his empire apart in our timeline, would likely never happen. Instead, Alexander would have established a stable administrative framework, unifying diverse satrapies under a consistent legal code and a single universal currency. He could have truly blended Greek and Persian cultures, integrating noble families, encouraging intermarriage, fostering a truly Hellenistic Persian identity across continents. His conquests might not have ended either. Arabia, with its valuable trade routes, would have been an enticing target, securing control over immense wealth. And what about the nascent Roman Republic, then just a rising power in Italy? A consolidated, powerful Alexandrian empire stretching from Greece to India would have either absorbed it as a valuable province or crushed it centuries before it could ever become an empire itself. The entire trajectory of the Western world would be irrevocably altered. No Latin empire, no distinct Roman law system forming the bedrock of European thought. Europe itself would be profoundly Hellenized. The implications for knowledge and culture are staggering. With unparalleled stability and resources, the great libraries and philosophical schools would flourish on an even grander scale. Alexandria, already a beacon of learning, might have seen unprecedented advancements in medicine, engineering, cartography, and astronomy. Greek would not just be the language of commerce, but the undisputed universal lingua franca of administration, science, and high culture across 3 continents. Philosophers, artists, and scientists would interact across a unified landmass, leading to intellectual awakenings we can only dream of. Crucially, Alexander would have groomed a legitimate heir, or perhaps even a dynasty of heirs, eliminating the power vacuum that followed his historical death. He might have established a complex system of governance, perhaps a federal empire with regional autonomy under a powerful central emperor, setting a precedent that could have lasted for millennia. This continuity would allow for immense, multi-generational infrastructure projects, vast canal systems to irrigate deserts, interconnected road networks rivaling anything later attempted, and cities designed not just for conquest, but for sustainable, multicultural living. Think of the impact on religion and philosophy. If Christianity arose in this Alexandrian world, it would spread through a Hellenistic lens, potentially looking very different, perhaps even integrating with existing Greco-Persian mystical traditions. The Dark Ages of our timeline, following the fall of Rome, would likely never occur. Instead, a continuous era of learning, innovation, and development driven by a stable, culturally integrated superpower spanning from the Aegean to the Indus and beyond, dictating the course of human civilization. The map of our world, the languages we speak, the philosophies we cherish, even the very foundations of our societies, all of it would be profoundly, perhaps unrecognizably different. A singular, enduring Alexandrian superpower would have shaped millennia of human history in ways we can barely comprehend. Imagine a world so utterly transformed. If these deep dives into alternate history intrigue you, hit that subscribe button now.